Me no expect my phone to ring and say and me I hear say me is an evil guy because me just use her for her body. Because the two we did under one vibe, we did know where we did know say I just date or date where I date, and not because we had sex mean say the thing seal up.
Yeah, the thing official you know.
Yeah. But some girl because them like you enough and that one date them say to themselves them have to seal it.
Yeah.
What better way to seal it than to pedal and wheel it?
Pedal and wheel it, brother.
Yeah, man.
Right by the Denji bicycle.
Yeah, man. That's what they want to do with G.
No.
Yeah, man.
Welcome to the Undiluted Corner, where truth is our refrain. Relationships, health, and wealth, we're breaking every chain. Grab a seat, join the talk. In this corner, we unite. The Undiluted Corner, where we shed the light. This is the Undiluted Corner. Raw truth, real conversations.
Welcome to another episode of the Undiluted Corner.
Yes, I.
Raw truth, real conversations.
Yo, you're up on radio still in there, you know?
This is your host, Ali, alongside big bad co-host, Andy.
What are the honors, G?
Yeah, man. Honors, you see me? Undiluted, never
Yes, I.
polluted,
Never
diluted.
Never.
All right, which is right. So, we have a tough topic for deal with there now.
Yeah, that we all about, you know, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
This well bubble up here now, man.
Yes, I.
But before we jump in on a topic and tell people what we are going to talk about,
Yeah.
and they tell the people them what them can find.
Yeah, man, as usual, guys, we are the Undiluted Corner on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe to the content. We are also on Instagram at the_undiluted_corner. That's the_undiluted_corner. Also, please feel free to send us an email at theundilutedcorner7@gmail.com. That's the Undiluted Corner, 7@gmail.com. Yes, I.
All right. So, we are going to break back down the whole dating thing, you know.
Yeah.
And we are going to break it down into...
You don't want you to talk about it, brother. You're going to leave out this breakdown. That woman, brother. Load the breakdown business, man. Break back it down, man.
Yeah, man, we are break back down the thing in a different segments, yeah? We are break back it down in a different segments. So we are going to talk about pre-date, the dating, and the post-date. You see me? So,
you know, say even before we get into that, Ali.
Yeah.
How you like the dating scene, you know?
Wow. Me I tell you now, it convoluted because what you realize is that all heap of people are look on things where other people are do without trying to see if this is something what them want. So you find out say a lot of persons are doing something because them believe say it's popular or because a celebrity recommend it, not understanding that everybody have different value system, different interests, different personalities, and those things will ultimately determine your dating prospects or how you feel about dating on a whole. So the dating scene right now, Bridget, it's very convoluted.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, some girl will tell you, I don't know if you did saw the famous Instagram thing with the girl saying that no guy can take her to Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
Coffee shop out of it. I mean, you can't take her on a walk because she's not a dog. You know?
That's a chihuahua.
So, I mean, the thing very rough, you know?
Yeah.
The thing very rough. I mean, she even set out her style. Fine dining or nothing. All or nothing for the fine dining.
All or nothing.
You know? So it begs the question about why date and what the dating is for. And of course, everybody wants to have a good experience. But I have always said that expectation should be managed, because in the dating phase, there is no guarantee for either party. And I will be a little bit even biased and saying, given, especially based on how the dating culture is, men stand to lose more on dates, because obviously men do a lot more spending. Men use up more resource within the dating phase of relationships, and the dating in and of itself don't guarantee you anything. So as a man, you should determine what you can afford to lose, and I would say women should definitely manage their expectations. Yeah, man.
I think every woman I go want
hear that.
Yeah, the manage expectation. It kind of make it sound like you tell them to settle. And you will find says a word where women hate for hearing no brother. Settle. See?
Settle.
Yeah, settle. Them no like hear when they tell them say yo, manage the expectation, because that means say you tell them to drop them expectation. And if them have to drop them expectation, and settle you tell them to settle. But after your next episode, see? Dating, expectation on the first date.
Yes.
See? Now, as I said, we are bread bucket down in 3 different categories.
So we are touch the pre-date.
Pre-date, the actual date, and post-date.
Yeah.
See? Pre-date. Like we kick it off like a bar, soccer twist them.
Yeah, man.
What, as a man, Ali, and what you expect to do before you go up on a date with a woman?
Well, before me decide to take out sweet Latisha
God have mercy
on
upon
that
us.
first date,
Yes.
I need to know Latisha personality, what kind of person she is. Is she somewhat more introverted? Is she an extrovert? I need to understand what her interests are, and I need to understand if I mean, grant you, the dating purpose is really to discover a lot more about the value systems to identify compatibility. But some basics regarding what she values, I'm supposed to know. I want to know if she's a Christian. You know, if she's a Rasta, a Rastafari, of the Rastafari faith. If she's just someone who's spiritual and thing, you know, because all of those things definitely dictates what we're going to do on the first date. So the pre-date, me definitely as a man, me need to talk to Latisha and, you know, figure these things out. Yeah, man.
So on that premise then, I would imagine then, as the man, are you supposed to set the first date?
Yes, man. Because typically, I mean, you know, the woman is looking for a man who can demonstrate leadership. So I would want to initiate and also figure out the venue and all of that. And I know if me study the girl correct and me bread back down everything and me select a venue where suit fair interest and thing, yeah? Grant you know, I mean, it must be something that I like as well.
Yeah.
It's
that,
not,
I was about to ask that.
It is not just about her, it is about both of us.
Yeah.
But if I search and me can find something where both of us will naturally enjoy that place, the groundwork clear already. So it's like the wicked role for me play a good innings already, man.
So me ask you then, in planning the first date,
yes,
you decide which one you now go. See? Are you when you decide, so we all right, we are go X, Y, Z. that is something where you think you have to run by her as well, or as the man you have to just, and you will just respond to the planning, you have to just tell her, say, watch out, just be ready by 8, yada yada yada.
You can definitely tell her where we're going.
So you want to get some input from her, because that's what me try extract from that situation.
Yeah, man. You can tell her where we're going. Ask her if she ever been there. You can tell her where we're going, man. You know, because, I mean, those things determine even how a woman dress, you know. You're not going to go up on a nature, a woman going to a restaurant, a lot of time dress different from if we're going museum museum or
in a
something
park
else, or in the park, you understand? So you have to definitely tell her where we're going.
Okay. I mean, that make a lot of sense still. And
yeah, man.
Even how a woman dress. Because a lot of times, I saw a video on Instagram one time where a woman did in a very, very revealing dress, you know? And she was asking if it was appropriate for the first date. Now, for me, when it comes on to what a woman wear, the appropriateness of it, as I rightly mentioned, will be largely dependent on which part we are going. See? Because we are going on the beach. Right. And they expect you to dip on the beach in our pants.
No.
You see me?
Heels. Heels are stuck in the sand.
Yeah, we don't expect that. Now, if we're in a 2-piece or a 1-piece, can be much. Probably have a cover up on it. Nothing wrong with that. But again, that same 2-piece or 1-piece, I go look at where you're going for a dinner. So again, it largely dependent on which part we are going. Would have make me say, all right, the attire, you know, it's all right for the occasion. See? Now, one of the big point them on a first date with G, is how much we spend, what the budget we are working with.
Just did I go ask you. Me just did I gear up for ask you.
Me, all right, since you did gear up for ask me then.
Yeah, man. So what me want to find out from you?
Yeah.
The budget on the first date. Zine?
Yes.
Because how much you spend very important.
Yes.
What determines the budget? That is one. That is part one of the question. And the part two of the question I want to ask you. You run the budget by her or you don't? Because you have in your mindset, you check out the place already and you know the cost of the amenities of the place and all of that. So, one, what is the budget and do you run the budget by her?
All right. The budget, when we look on the budget, I think the budget largely are going to be impacted by the venue. Which part we decide we go. See? Now, if me go so bam and say, yo, watch a man, I'm sound so rough a while ago, man. I don't want to rough up the Empress of that. You know? I say, all right.
Watch a man.
Yeah, like I'm approaching them.
Yeah, like I'm approaching them.
Yo, do better techniques, man.
You have to smooth it out.
Yeah, you see me? All right, so, babe, I have a few options. I was thinking X, Y, and Z. Zin?
Yeah.
And she said, you know, I've never been to Z. Let's do Z. Zin? Part of my work as a man is to say, all right, let's do Z. When me I create my budget, you know, what me I go do is me can get a menu from Z.
Yeah.
And me I go look on the most expensive thing on Z list. Zin? Argument sake, the most expensive thing are 10 grand. Zin? I go say, all right, cool. Make me budget 12 grand then. Zin? No, I have to also take into consideration, so she probably want dessert, she probably want a glass of wine, she probably want some extra. Zin? Factor in that. That are going to really be my budget. Zin? No. It's a tricky one, you know, because...
Yeah, may I wait? May I wait, my boss?
So that are going to be my budget.
Yeah.
Now, we dip on the date. And you decide, say, watch on man. Oh, shoot, Ali, them have shrimp pasta.
Yeah.
You know, say, I feel like I want a shrimp pot. Oh, shoes, them have lamb chops as well. I want a lamb chops.
God
I
have
order
mercy
2
upon
main
us.
course. Say I order the 2 main course.
Jaw breaks.
Within.
Jaw breaks.
Hold on, man, I know why you're trying to break. Say you order the 2 main
Ask you
course.
again. Me ask you again, my boss. We not reach there so yet. Do you tell her how much you plan to spend?
Alright, big man thing. First date, no. Me wouldn't tell her.
Huh?
You see me? On the first date, no.
You wouldn't tell her?
No.
Why?
Reason being, you see the first date is like the first date a interview, you know, brother.
Yeah.
And I want to see how you are going to manage yourself. Zin? Now, again, me have my budget, which me now go tell you. You come on the date and you've always wanted to try lamb chops. A pasta you want, you know, but you've always wanted to try lamb chops. So you order the 2 main course. Zin? Me now go stop you. That's my thing, because again, when me I look upon is, as I said, is more like an interview for you. I want to see if you are going to consider it enough to know, say, all right, even though him no communicate a limit, but me I go hold myself, because at the end of the day, you not holding yourself, you make me feel like, say, just the food you come back. Which, with them on a date, would I want you come back me, and not necessarily the food. You get what I say?
But just playing devil's advocate. One can look upon it and say, if you tell her what your budget is, that is also being transparent and helping her to manage her expectations, which is good communications, because
nothing wrong with
if
that.
she come on the date and you know tell her what your budget is and she start eat all type of things and surprise her stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah? Surprise her stomach. She might leave with the impression, you know. You might see it and say, well, she's inconsiderate. But she might genuinely leave with the impression that this is your lifestyle. You can genuinely afford this.
Yeah, that's true.
So that is why I want to find out from you. Are you still a whole say, boy, you're not going to make sure, you're not going to.
All right, I'm going to change it a little bit and say it depends. Because at the same time, too, you can communicate the budget and you can come off as stingy as well.
Yeah, I know that is why I'm so hard.
Yes.
On the question, because me know it's a very delicate issue. Why it put man into, you know, because you communicate the budget to a lot of women. A lot of women say, well, boy, I must make him tell me
all that.
This.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's why I say it depends, because in talking to her, I guess leading up to the date, you would know whether or not you can say it to her, yes or no. Put it that way. You see me?
But and then me go pressure even a little more. If you don't believe, so you can say it to her. Isn't that a problem?
No, because again, me not saying it to you, no means again, you know, is a part of the assessment, you know.
Yes.
Me not saying it to you, me probably test you from a perspective to see whether or not you have a conscience. Or whether you consider
if you don't feel like say you can say it to her. Because enough man, you know, if them say it to her, you know, the date might not bother happening.
Yeah, would you know that?
So that is why me ask you.
Alright, for me, it no matter.
You no believe so you can say it to her.
No man, me always believe because if me can say what I want to say to you, no make sense.
Alright.
But me must believe so me can say it to you, but choose not to, because me have an objective.
Alright.
My objective is to test whether or not. If me don't say it to you, my objective is to test whether or not you consider it.
Right.
Probably the procedure when me I try test right yourself.
So since your opinion on this evolve a little bit, what would that determine then whether you say it to her from whether you hold it back?
Probably more that say probably if me have a budget and the budget very restrictive.
Yeah.
More that say no, you know, say me have to say it still, you know.
Yeah.
But if me have a budget and me can work out a little slack. The budget if you spend 120 grand, but if it go over by 5,
Yeah,
I can go over by
right,
10.
right.
We can live with that.
Yeah.
See? But if me know say the budget kind of stiff away still,
Yeah.
you're gonna make you know say
You're
watch
going
on,
to,
man.
so you're going to feel definitely like, yo, me need to say it.
Yeah, man, me I gotta tell you, man.
All right.
And my thing is, again, if me I gotta tell you something like this, and you gotta take it in a wrong way, you're not the person for me. Because at the end of the day,
True.
I must can have my woman and can
Communicate certain
A lot of times you have a relationship where
Mhm.
a man probably go through financial difficulties and him not telling woman, brother. Because at the end of the day, you telling a woman, it make you seem incapable of providing for her.
Yes.
Which may not be the case, you know, brother. But again, you're in a position where you just go through a little rut.
Mhm.
That not define you, or it that not speak to whether or not you can provide yes or no. You just go through a little bit of difficulty. See? So if me tell you, say, yo, watch out, big man thing, the thing kind of not set so right now, you know. The thing not set no way. But me still want to bring you out. And you are going to take that and feel away, you know, I know my speed. Yeah, man. I know right, wrong, stop it there. Stop up there, so.
Yeah, man.
You see what I deal it? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So, want to know what your perspective on it still.
Yeah, my perspective on it, you know, I think me come down to the latter point or you raise, and it is very important. The communication to me should take precedence over everything else. So, I mean, ideally, I think it is something that I should be able to say. You understand? Because the communication very important. Now, in some instances, I am not going to necessarily say it, but if I feel like I need to say it, I don't think it is something that I should be grapple without thinking about the implication of me saying it. Yeah, man.
But again, what would that be a basis to say it or not say it?
Well, the basis for me is saying it generally. Sometimes it is my way of even testing the character of the person.
So we're in the same boat then, pretty much.
Yeah, man, we're in the same boat.
All right, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, man. So we can move it forward.
Move forward. All right. The next point, again, you have planned a date. Again, this is before the date happened now. So she get herself together. She put herself together. See? No, in putting herself together, big date in early. Yeah. So she want show up and show out, you know, my father. She go get her hair done, get her nails did. She go put on the little red dress with the little 6-inch stiletto. You understand? Yeah, and a little Vicky C underneath because she don't know what can go on. Your role as a man, do you feel like you have to contribute to her look to come on this date?
Absolutely not. Absolutely
Why you invite out the people, them daughter, brother? What do you mean?
Yeah, but you see, traditionally it is always about man showing how much interest them have in the woman, and typically a lot of women tend to use where you take them. If you did pull out them chair, did you go around to them door and open the door? All of those stuff, you know, them use that to determine how much did you. I mean, some of them even go as far as when she got up to pee, did you watch where she got to ensure so no creep, no, you know, follow her and thing.
Or a stalker.
Yeah, or follow. No, that is indicator of interest for a lot of women. So now, me looking at it from a man perspective, saying that, hey, if a woman really interested in me, I think she should invest to put herself together and come on this date. You understand? Because yes, I make the move to invite you out. But if you treat it like a job thing, if let's say me invite out the woman to somewhere where that says a really elegant setting, and she really come looking drab there. In something well bland, spotty, not really. I mean, people speak language through their dressing. That is non-verbal form of communication to say, hey, me really no believe so you're worth me putting in that effort.
Yeah.
To look good for and all of that. So me can use that as an indicator, say, hey, perhaps this woman not really interested in me as much as how me interested in her. So already me start having it in my mind, say, boy, this thing no look like it really have a chance to progress. Yeah, man.
I mean, we think we're dead over there as well because relationship is a two-way thing. Zin? And what we reason upon the last podcast, on the last episode is you supposed to have push out a level of interest similarly to how me push out the level of interest. But go ahead, me plan the date, me set the reservation. I think the least you can do is put yourself together and forward still. With no input from me.
Yeah, man.
You get what I say? Because again, it's a two-way street, brother. Me at the end of the day, you know, me have to make sure so me come and look decent as well, you know.
Yes, man.
Which you know have nothing to do with that, you know.
Yes.
You get what I say?
Yes.
No.
Because I expect her so she go judge me upon my hygiene and judge me upon some of that stuff, you know. So just as how she go judge me upon that, I believe it is only fair. You know?
And I mean, me I go as far as to tell you, say, down in the relationship, when we do decide, say, watch out, we are going to take this thing as serious. And we actually in a something, you know, in a relationship, you know. Zin? Nothing wrong if when you come home from work one day, you see a nice little dress on the bed and heels and everything with me buy. You don't know nothing about it.
Yes, man.
Zin, you have a little note that they will say, yo, get ready by 8. You see me? At that point, no problem. Because we're in a things. You pass the stage where we are determined whether or not.
Yes, man.
You know what I mean?
We not sieve through no resume again.
Yeah, with resume thing done, you get the work, you know. And you go on good and we feel like, say, yeah, man, you know, so we feel like, say, you see that dress here, pan Fashion Nova, I feel like, say, yo, she would have look hot tonight, brother. You understand? So here we go on. I take that dress here for her. You see somewhere where I want she go, you get it for her. Nothing wrong.
Yeah, man.
But as you said earlier, you know, we as men, we have so much to lose especially in the initial stages. Well, brother, what will happen if you buy a dress for her and after the first date she tell you, say, yo, watch a man, this thing. Yeah, it never really go the way you want it going.
Because before we even move into the day of the date itself, I wasn't around back in some time ago, but I noticed there's this thing where a lot of women, you know, they will accept dates knowing that they are not necessarily interested in the person, but them just want to experience a different place. Some of them never go before, them want to put up some things on them snap, you know, take some nice photos, all of that. So it is more about the venue than the person.
Yeah.
So as a man, you have to manage your resources. How much you go outlay, you understand?
Yeah, man. So as I said, picture the venue, picture the food as well. So be prepared for she order something she never eat yet. And all of that have to get posted, brother.
Yeah, man.
You understand? Yeah, brother. So, and I mean, a part of also getting ourselves ready is, so you will say, watch out, you have 8 o'clock reservation up a Mystic Thai. Zin? You live at Kingston, she live at Portmore.
Yeah.
As the man, how she reach a Mystic Thai.
She live at Portmore.
Yeah.
Mother say, hey, forward. You understand?
Provided she not drive.
Provided say, she not drive. Mother still want she make effort to reach, because that in and of itself help me in terms of determining whether she respect my time, whether she should have put out the effort. What I want really a judge, is the effort itself. So I would have want she come independently. What I would have said though is that there are times when as a man you can go and you still sit down in your vehicle and she not ready yet and all of them something there, and it shows that she not really respect your time and the effort you take. But I mean, preferably, I really want she make the effort for really forward still, for reach. Now, she live in Portmore. After the event itself, I would want to ensure that she is safely home.
Yeah, we not reach after yet, man. Don't worry yourself. It's just before.
Okay.
It's just before. And I mean, for even add pan that as well. I think one of my biggest pet peeve when it comes on to women is a woman when I respect my time, brother.
Yes.
Yo,
so she will reach her work 8:30.
Yeah.
She will reach her work 8:30. She need to log in. She need to clock in 8:30.
Yeah.
At the latest, But for me, who is a perspective partner, you can show some level of respect to and respect my time.
On the time. Brother,
and you can know that woman respect your time by certain things, because you see, if she call you and tell you that she will run late before she actually run late.
Yeah.
It tell you that she did consider you.
Yeah, man.
If she did call you and say, can you push it back? Can you push back the time for half an hour or whatever? It tell you so she consider your time.
Yeah, man.
But if she just late and it's like you must just accept it because
a woman she name.
She's a woman.
Yeah.
That don't sit well with me at all.
He's a man, we cancel your date still. Me no bother going on. That's how serious me take the late thing. Yo, where alright. You see my time, Ali, me now tell you say your time more valuable than my time. What me I say is my time is very important. And me as a man, me plan ahead with everything what me I do. So when me tell you say watch on the man, we have a dinner at 8. Me done schedule out in my head already say yo, alright, you're going. This probably go up to about 2 hours, 3 hours. Alright, so I probably have some work to do. So I kind of schedule out. Alright, I go reach home by 11 so I can, me I go think about a bag of things, brother. So when you are hour late, you throw off everything else. Me not have to tell you about everything else neither, Me have a date. Me not have to read out everything else what me have to do afterwards. No. All you need to do, just be there on time.
Yes.
That's all me ask of you. Because if you don't, we have a problem. See? Now, say she drive. Me G. Again, same example. You have a reservation at Missy Thai Kingston. She live at Portmore. Or she reach. You expect her to drive come same way?
Yeah, man. Drive forward.
So if she drive come, you expect it to cover the gas?
No, me not going to cover the gas. Again, it's effort.
It's effort.
And there is nothing guaranteed. We are meet with each other. We are figuring things out. Expectations and expenditure needs to be managed. And always I tell mans and mans. I mean, if you are dating a girl and everything financially you have to show out, it's a problem that. Because if even the gas what she put in her car for come for you, she can't really see it as an investment or a potential investment. Because every investment there is a risk,
Yeah, man. Can't
you don't really know if it's a PR.
Yeah, man.
But at least she's supposed to be able to take some risk too. If you as a man, you are the only person risking something, then might as well we no bother.
Yeah, man.
Might as well we no bother.
Fully endorse that, my G. Fully endorse that. And I think another big one, you kind of touched on it earlier, is when you mentioned, say, yo, some videos that go around with women that say, yo, them now go chocolate cheesecake factory, them now go coffee, them now go on a walk. In your best estimation, I know you mentioned say, yo, you know, you don't want to understand what the woman like, you know, whether she introverted or extroverted, stuff like that. But on a first date, what are some of the places you think you would have been comfortable if you bring a woman on a first date?
All right. Well, for me, me definitely, if we are gonna have food and so on, me not necessarily want to go like a bar and grill. Reason being, a lot of the bar and grills, the music is very loud inside here. So it kind of disruptive to a conversation. You really have to talk over the music. Yeah? Very distracting. Second thing, me not necessarily think me want to go all the way up to a fine dining. Simply because, I mean, I am looking at it say, hey, if this person, let us say everything is working out well, we should be, me supposed to can elevate the thing to a next level. You understand? And use the way me take you as a symbol. Say, look, all right, your value, your stocks are increased in my book. You understand?
Yeah.
You there in my portfolio now, and your stocks are increased. So for me, a brunch is always nice. A nice little outdoor brunch. We can have a decent conversation. We can talk about what we have. We can talk life. A nice outdoor brunch, solid. Nothing beat the park, because again, me need to see how you treat me in public. So if in public you kind of hide, you're jittery. Maybe something out there where you hide from me, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe you have a main man and you just want a man to supplement your life style and things, so you don't really want nobody see you with me and all of them, something there.
I don't seek business.
Yeah, man. In my case, I'm going to put it out, some of our viewers may not know who know me in person. I have a visual disability, and I want to know if you are comfortable being with me in public. Yeah, so the park is always a go. You talk about something like beach. A beach would also be nice because, I mean, it's simple, reasonable, very budget friendly. And when you go to the beach, I mean, you can definitely figure out somebody character because of how them interact and thing. It is a little bit controversial because, you know, a lot of women very skeptical of you seeing too much of them physical. Right? So early in the piece. But the beach itself, when you go out on a beach, you kind of have a level of freedom still and you're a little bit unfiltered. So you tend to be you most time. You know? So, I mean, a beach is not bad. Or river, something like that.
So about flying out to DR and them place?
No.
So flat, brother?
No. Because you see, people are creatures of experience. And you might give her, you flying her out to Punta Cana in Damrep. This might be sending a message that life is always like this. You understand? This is how it will always be. And when you start out on such a high, how much higher can you get?
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're going to go down to the Maldives, the French Polynesian Islands.
Bali and them places.
Bali, go on some safari trips. I mean, I mean, Elon Musk knows want space travel to be commercial. So unless you have to go space and all of them something there, there's where you have to go next now. So I don't think I would want to start on such a high, as well as she might believe me come off desperate, me I try buy her. So it can have that effect as well, where the lady feel like, hey, this man maybe I try buy me, you know.
Yeah.
And that is not the impression
Where you want to
what you
give.
want to create. So
Yeah.
you try buy the woman, you understand?
Yeah.
So I don't think mother go that far.
And I mean, me agree with everything you said a while ago still. What we add to it is that I think certain places, like this are just my preference still. Everybody have their preference. Certain places I think we go when we establish. Brother.
Yes.
You get what I say?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So nobody expect certain things if we are not established. We not expect.
We're not going exclusive yet.
No, we not reach this yet, brother. Certain things are levels to the thing, bro. You get what I say? Yeah. So nobody expects a first date. Me going up a Strawberry Land. Although I had the shirt me have on still. But no, nobody expect them thing there from them. Again, if that are your expectation, I'm just not the person for you. You get what I say? You have to depend the page of me depend. And nothing wrong for one, nothing wrong for that. Have that expectation, no, brother. That are probably where you used to.
Yes.
If you decide say you go take up yourself, go somewhere, I probably up a Strawberry Lane, go up on a regular day.
Yes.
Zine, and that is perfectly fine. That is just not for me. And if it's not for me, make we go with separate ways. It was nice doing business with you.
Yeah, man.
On to the next.
Yeah, we call it quits.
Yeah, call it quits.
Quit while you're ahead.
Yeah, man. You can't take the problem. Zine? So, boom bang with G. Date plan. Time set, reservation set. Zine, she depend on the toll of forward cross. Zine, you pull up on the block.
Yeah,
table ready, everything. We reach our
Sift through the
date.
menu.
Reach on the date, you know. Zine? We read this I meet I matter, you know, my general. Zine? Depend on the date, you know. What is your expectation? Why you come about for actually depend this date with this girl? What you try to achieve from this date?
Well, more and find out two things. In simple terms, if you want the same things, and if you want it from each other, and me I go explain that.
Please.
If you want the same thing, we need to find out if most of the things that we value align. If we think the same way about money, if we think the same way spiritually, grant you're not going to learn everything the same.
Yeah, that me just have to ask how long the date I go there.
The same day. You understand?
Yeah.
You want to find out certain little things. You want to observe how she treat even the waiter or the waitress if you are at the restaurant. And most importantly, you want to feel if there's a genuine connection.
Yeah.
So those are the two things to me were really, really significant.
Yeah.
You genuinely want to see if she want what you want. And if she feel like, say, she can share it with you.
Yeah.
Because oftentimes, we have two people them want the same thing, you know. But you are not the same, you are not the person
where she want it from.
Because maybe me too short.
Yeah.
You see me?
I see your point that
maybe me too short, me not reach 6 feet yet. She want what me want, you know, but she want it from somebody who is 6 feet too.
Yeah, a solid point that you make me G. And me I kind of rephrase what you say as well.
Cool.
And me I go say something where very cliche, you know, bossy.
Yeah, man. Run it.
And it's a thing where, well, I don't know. The woman them kind of get very antsy when they hear it. And it's really just you seeing what each other bring to the table.
Yes.
Zine, you depend on a date. A date is more like a, again, from my perspective, a date is more like an interview.
So what kind of value the person can bring?
Yes, you go on an interview, you know. Bam, you go in at the interview, and the interviewer say, yes, thank you for forward. We have some questions for you. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Or you plan to come add value to the organization. That is demonstrating or displaying to the interviewer what you bring to the table. You get what I say? Now, personally, I don't understand why it creates such a problem when a man asks a woman that question, because again, it is me trying to understand what value you come add to me. Bear in mind, that same question me still have to answer for you as well. So it's not just you bringing something to the table, it's what also me I bring to you. Same as how more you to come add value to me, me expect you to add value. You supposed to expect me to add value to you.
True.
You get what I say?
True.
Now, why me feel that is so important, again, as we say, me may have some things where me want to give to a woman.
Yes.
She may not necessarily want them things.
True.
Now, me when me put on the table, say, watch on a man, you know, say, me's a church youth. At the same time, want a family.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a problem doing things around the house. I like cook, I like wash, ray. When you put what you are bringing to the table as well, and you will say, all shoots. You know, say what me want from a man. What a brother you bring to my table, exactly what me want in a brother. So you see, because me give you the full information there, you can decide whether or not
to make a decision.
To make the decision. So, which is why I say, asking the question what you bring to the table, it probably can be asked a different way. You know?
Right, because I think most women believe, because when I talk to a lot of women, them say, well, if you don't know what me bring to the table, then it no make no sense. And that is why they must say, them hate the question. But I mean, I don't necessarily have to ask you what you bring to the table for your list out a laundry list of things. But through discussions, through knowing through monitoring your behavior and all of them something there, me can come to certain conclusions based on my experience with you. Me can deduce what kind of value you would add to me.
I know, I don't want to do that still, Ali. No, I want you to tell me. I don't want to assume, I don't want to deduce.
But because she tell you don't mean say it is true.
I mean, we can also deduce it and it's not true, same way. We cannot read wrong into it,
true.
You know.
True.
But at the same time, again, take yourself, put on an interview, me G. Me nah go come in at the interview and the interviewer I go say, you know, say, oh, she answered the question, you know, say she good for project management. No, you have to tell the interviewer that. Is one thing telling the interviewer that, and when you're there on the work, Missy say you really can't do it, you know. But at the same time, you don't put me in a position to ask you. Tell me, say, this is what you bring, and make me say, Jesus Christ, you know, say everything where I could have wanted that woman, I wish I look for bring Ali.
Alright, my boss. So, yeah, man. So, I go ask you now, my boss.
Yeah.
On the first date, because this is primarily what we are dealing with in another episode there.
Yeah.
On the first date, what you really talk about, because I am of the opinion, yes, you want to figure out what the woman bring to the table. I'm sure she want to figure out what you bring. But do you pour out everything?
No.
Pour out everything?
No.
Over a first date?
No. Which, I mean, for me...
Because I believe, me not believe, say if you pour out everything, you know, and you don't know what go happen with you and this person, you know?
Right. And so conversation for me is supposed to flow.
Yes.
Zin? And it just, brother, conversation will just pop up out and no. You see me I say? The waitress will come and the waitress nice.
Yeah.
For example.
And we start talk about
and we just start talk about the waitress. And you will probably make some points about you as well where when I look on it and I say, yo, John, you know, say that me like that still, you know. You get what I say? It's not me not come with an agenda, you know, say, all right, here we go. Strengths and weaknesses and no. Yeah. But again, true talking.
You're not gonna have a book. Because when I try to get that is why I talk about the deducing, you know. You're not gonna have a book out.
Or a checklist.
Or or you have one little notebook.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
a type in as she attack.
No.
And a tick off. Okay.
The conversation for flow.
Yes.
But again, you still are going to look out for some stuff. Even though you look out for them, my thing is, love for confirm by asking it. See? So even though you might have say, yo, you know, say, oh, she talks, she sound like she's a kind person. But me still are going to ask you nonetheless.
If she's a kind person.
Are you generally a kind person? Because I see you do this and I see you do that. And you know what I mean? Because again, it can just be in the moment. You can just have a time and you say, oh, let me just do that and let me just do that. But that is just not you by nature. You get what I say?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so
yeah,
I pretty much that me I say. And the second point you mentioned is to see if we click. The chemistry I click. Because again, you can have everything when we want, you know, but you're just not the person we want it from. The energy when me I feel from you, me nah, it nah spark.
Yeah.
No fire in my stomach a burn, brother.
Yeah.
Me nah have a big garden in my belly full of butterflies. Me nah feel like that. You see me? Nice girl, you know, look good and everything, but me nah have no garden in my stomach, brother. And we are gonna have a problem there, so. You get what me I say? So, them there are two big things where we really would have want during the thing, you know. In terms of covering the top though, Ali.
Yeah.
Who cover the top?
Well, I mean, it all depends. I mean, me generally is a traditionally conservative person, but I am a little bit liberal where the covering and the tab is concerned. So, if it's the case where I initiate the first date, believe say I must cover the tab. You understand?
So who initiate the date to cover the tab?
Yeah, man. If she initiate the date, I believe say well, she initiate date and location whatever. I believe say she cover the tab. You know what I mean? Because I mean it's controversial, but I mean one of my personal indicators, this personal to me now, me can't talk about no other man, but one of my indicators of how interested a woman is in me. If she willing to put something on the table, put something on the line, you know, them something there is an indicator of interest in me. And even though as a man, I will be playing the lead role. I know when I say lead, because the lead means it's not me alone I go do it. Even though I will be the chief person where the financing is concerned. Some of your money can use and nurture.
Yeah.
In a long-term serious relationship. So I mean, nothing wrong if she pay for your date, man.
Yeah. I mean
in fact that would even endear her more to me.
Yeah.
May I tell you?
Me like what you say still in the
yeah.
Because you see panda point there.
Yeah.
Who initiate the date pay? What that will also show me is that from you initiate the date, you're supposed to
you probably conscience.
Yeah,
you know where you want to go.
Exactly.
And you have a budget in mind.
You probably have a piece of food. So from you initiate the date. You're not going to initiate the date and expect me to pay Ali. Because you don't know how my pockets
only for them girl are brazen enough.
No, Ali man, you're crazy man.
They want carry them one you and them go epic contest go near seafood boil. And
are you have to pay?
And you must just pay.
No, but
them just
Ali,
if you show up and take some picture to put up on them Insta.
Alright, logically now, my G. You don't know what my pocket stay.
Yes.
You don't know if me dep on the last.
But you got to understand how woman stay now. Them might not know if you have debts. Them might not know say are you send your little sister or your little brother go to school. They might not know them something there, you know. But what them know, you have a car, or you have a X5. You wear jacket. They might even know your profession. So them start put together certain things. They might even see you some look on your page, you know. Your Insta page and see some corporate functions.
Yeah, some functions.
So based on which part them see, you know, enough for them mind, them start some might say, all right, did the man here pull down a nice piece of food? So I'm supposed to have a change can spend.
So, well, I mean, if I that, the expectation still, I'm tell you, brother, me no think me have a problem telling you, say, go and still, brother. Because, as me say, if it not align with what me want or what me think reasonable, brother, it just can't make sense. Because me say, you cannot tell me about a date.
Yeah.
And expect me to pay. You think it unreasonable?
No.
Unless you are gonna tell me about the date or tell me about the place, so me can know, say, all right, when me have plan again, we incorporate this.
Yes.
We have this as an option. But don't tell me, so make we go out Saturday, no? I say, yeah, man, me ready, man. But you don't know if me a drown, brother.
Or as me tell you, manage expectation and manage resources. If we progress to the relationship stage, there will be some time where she can say, me feel like me would go up there, so such and such. And we pay for it sometime.
I mean, at the end of the day,
We pay for it sometime.
that reach the relationship stage now. Which,
No, that is why me put it out there, say, if we progress to that point, then the rules change.
yeah.
Because the rules will be dictated based on where we are.
Yeah. Because at some things we fly during the relationship, we now go fly before we reach in our relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is fair.
Yeah, man.
Which is fair. So with that on the date, you know, we have some discussion. We pay the top. What else to do on the date, you know? The date pretty much wrap up.
Yeah, date wrap up, man.
So time for go, man, now.
Time for go, man.
The time for go your yard.
Yeah, man.
Again, transportation again.
You know,
If she drive.
Yeah.
Say she drive.
Yeah, if she drive. If she drive, fear, if she drive, she can reach over by herself, but me I ensure time her, you know. If you check in, if she reach in, safe and thing.
So you wouldn't drive back or go home?
To be honest, maybe no. Because me think that sometimes when people do that, it come off a little bit superficial. I mean, sometimes you can overplay your hand.
Okay.
So, I mean, like, me personally, me wouldn't have a problem if a man say I'm going to do it, you know. You understand? And to some woman, you know, that might be the thing, you know, but really get him through the door, you know.
Yeah.
Because that just leave an indelible mark, you know.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes some things can come off a little bit just superficial.
Yeah.
And what if she not really even ready to make you know
where she live?
Which part she live?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
She might not ready for that yet either. You understand? So, me think more that give a pass on that. And when me probably would have do one of two things. Time her for see when she reach in, or me have a conversation with her until she reach in.
Okay. My thing when it come on to women, Ali, very simple, you know, brother. Just be yourself.
Be yourself, yeah, man.
If you know, say you can't. If you know, say, I know all the time.
You
go do this. Nobody do it, brother.
Don't start.
Yeah, nobody put your heart where you can't reach it, brother. You see me? Yeah, cause you might do it for the first 2 times and then the 3rd time you say, why? You know how far you living up?
Yeah.
It never genuine, and
it
that
never
now
genuine.
I go blow up in your face.
Because you know she going to say why you do that, and that is why I use the term superficial. Because she's gonna now mention why you do it 2 times and you can't do it at 3.
Exactly. So you have set a precedence now where you can't uphold.
Because this is not you.
This is not you. So I don't really believe in that. Be yourself, brother. If you being yourself, she like you for you.
Yes.
Then
you go good.
You're good. You see me?
But don't try to cheat the game.
No. It go blow up in your face.
Yes, man.
So what if she don't drive?
If she don't drive, me I carry her home, man. Whether me drive or not. Me I carry her.
regardless of where she live.
Regardless of where she live, me I carry her home.
Me
No
agree
two
with
ways
that
about
still.
that, man. Me I carry her home.
Me agree with that. And as a man, we want to show an example that he's also a protector. Me not necessarily see nothing wrong with that because now,
man.
remember, you know, she really in a year when she dep on the date. She in a year here in her brother.
Yes, man.
I mean, before she get to the date, you have a responsibility to make sure she all right, but not as much as how she have for herself.
Exactly.
Before she come on the date.
Before she come on the date.
Now she's on the date. That responsibility significantly shift to you. You need
Because
to make
she
sure.
turn up now.
Yeah, she turn up now. So you the responsibility depend to make sure say while she's on that date and on her way home, that responsibility there for protect her depend you. You see me?
Yes, man.
Now, again, it would have, if it's not me if you drive back at you, me not gonna do that. Me will stay up on the phone with you till they reach home. Me think that good enough. Me think that reasonable. For me, for other people, it may be different. But for me, it's reasonable for we stay up on the phone. Zine or whatever. In terms of, again, with the after the
We're
date.
going in a post date period.
Yeah, we're then I post date after the date, post date. In terms of getting physical, why your expectation this up?
It all comes down to two things. What both persons comfortable with and where did I look for out of the date. Now, me can talk for myself personally.
Me know why you talk for me.
Yeah, because I don't want to talk to you because me tired to be a liar, you know, me G.
Don't talk for me.
Tired to be a liar. Watch out, man. You see, even if me get a nice energy and thing, I mean, maybe me would have go as far as kissing. The reason why, even if the sex open to me, me might want to refuse it, is because me no want confuse how me feel about the sex with how me feel about the person. You understand?
Hold on, say that again, me G.
Me really no want confuse how me feel about the sex with how me feel about the person.
For the person.
Because
Going right now.
the sex might great, super great. And because of that, me entertain more dates because me want
The sex.
more of the sex. But there are some things with the person where just don't settle well with me. And then now, the person expectation is different because she is giving me all of this great sex. And she expects some form of commitment. But me committed to the sex, but not to
her.
she. So we not evolve. We're not getting past that.
Solid point.
So while personally, I mean, I wouldn't condemn people or, you know, say, hey, you know, people should not have sex on the first date and this and that. For me personally, I want to see a little bit more. I want to see more. You understand? Because there are women who believe the sex is what the man really offer or after. So everything what you would have did do on that date is to reach that destination of the sex. So once, so once you start have sex with her now, she'll give you the best of her. So she no need to evolve any further. She no need to show you anything else. Whatever, you understand? And me just don't want to pause and examine her more before we go to that level.
Yeah. I mean, me take that wholehearted still because the thing is as well in Ali. Yeah, me know say as men we probably want it. We are going to want sex more.
Of course.
However, there are still boundaries there. You see me? And I don't know, but again, me talk for myself. It's not all about sex, brother. You see me? If me say me I look a solid relationship with you, we not have to rush the sex me.
No.
You get what I say? Because again, me no want cloud my judgment on certain things. The judgment that will get clouded definitely when the skin start beat, when the sheets start tear.
Yeah, man.
You understand? So, I know something when some woman feel away na Ali. Some woman look upon you soft. You drop them out.
Because you go for the sex.
Whether you bring her up in her room and she say, she down on the bed and she go in at the shower and she go wash off and come back. Zin?
Yeah.
And she say, me that go roll tonight,
And you no beat skin.
And you no beat skins?
You no walk and chop no boss.
I walk and joke at this. I walk and joke at this, me let in my place.
Yeah, man.
You get what I say? And not knowing say you just no want to rush the thing, brother.
Yeah, man. And cloud the thing.
And cloud the thing.
And then hear the thing about it again. What if you go for the sex initially and the sex never all that great? Now, because the sex was the crescendo, some people lose a good relationship prospect. Because this is my opinion. Sex, in most cases, I believe, once both persons healthy, the sex can improve. But there are some things where so critical to a relationship where you need to figure out. Sex is something always can improve,
Yeah.
Along, because people, as usual, are creatures of their experience. You understand? But sex is something we can improve. But I believe just to even discover whether we see God in the same light. All of them something there. Them something they are so critical to deal breakers. Sex can improve, so you might have one bad sexual experience the first day and say, boy, because she dash it and flash it. No, sir, me not go on a second date with that girl here. But she's genuinely a very good girl.
But Ali.
But if you really get fit, judge her over time and like her and you have one bad sexual experience. I mean, I don't think you're going to just throw in the towel.
Sure, yeah. But playing the devil's advocate,
yes.
Ali. I know wherever
yes.
around for the thing that way there,
Yes.
You go up on the date and the data knock like a sledgehammer, my G. Zenia say, yo, the vibe, right? You feel like, yo, that
construction site setting.
Yo, Jesus, the thing I knock on it.
Yeah, man.
You see me, I say, everything just a play upon the right note, brother. I say, yo, Jano. And, you probably drop her back on the block and the vibe dead if you tear the sheet, brother. Zin? She in the mood, you in the mood. You still a go hold it? You still a go hold out?
Me might not hold out, but not holding out. Both I would have to just admit that this is what it is. We felt a vibe in this moment, but nothing is guaranteed. And it's delicate because, again, it comes down to understanding. Because if the sex did great, and then me go my yard, she there, and we do introspection, and me say, boy, me start evaluate all I would talk about on the date. Me start evaluate everything go down on the date. Me start evaluate the fact that she order two something the meal course meal. Or something and me start to myself, no. Me no expect my phone to ring and say and me hear say me is an evil guy because me just use her for her body. Because the two we did under one vibe, we didn't know where we didn't know, say I just date or date where date, and not because we had sex, mean say the thing seal up.
Yeah, the thing official, I know.
Yeah. But some girl, because them like you enough, on that one date, them say to themselves, them have to seal it.
Yeah.
What better way to seal it than to pedal and wheel it?
Pedal and wheel it, brother.
Yeah, man.
Right for the 10G bicycle.
Yeah, man. That's what they want to do with
No.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
so we have to understand, say, having the sex now in this moment don't guarantee us a relationship.
I mean,
if we move to that level, we might still go on some other date and we move to the relationship level, you know. But the two would have to understand, say, yo, we are going to have sex now, but it don't mean.
It don't mean, say,
so with that
thing, yeah. I mean, to be honest,
me know have situation where man go out with woman on date, you know. And first date, and man go back a woman yard, knockings and clappings are going, and woman I say, I don't know if because she in the moment she has to tell me if you love me.
Yeah.
I ask if you love me, all of them stuff there. You know?
Why?
I mean, we reach far with that thing there.
You know that?
And when the man kind of hesitate to answer the question, she want pass the sex, you know.
Yeah, it was a big one thing still.
Yeah.
All them situation there, it is a tough situation still,
man.
Because
you don't want broke for your vibe.
But at the same time, me no want to tell you no lie neither.
Me no want to tell you no lie
if me no love you, me I go say, Jesus Christ, baby girl. You put me in a very serious position I know, you know. You see what I say?
Yeah, man.
I mean, most often than that, when we see the situation like that, or when people tell me them in a situation like that, if a woman have to ask you, say, tell me say you love me, or if you love me, most time she no see it.
Yes.
See? So she asks that. No, why ask me when you have sex?
Yes.
Once you know say you is a man, we now go on you. You choose this time. I'm not that fact, I will stop before you stop, you know, cause watch your man.
Yeah, man.
You make me uncomfortable and no breathe.
Yeah,
so
man.
here we go on. Make we wrap it up. Make we do it here, man. Make we wrap it up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you put me in a position where I never want for that. God knows. So
yeah, man.
I mean, I want to lie to you. So
yeah.
no, I'm not going to answer you. I go just take up the boxes and go about my business, brother.
Hold a cold shower.
Yeah.
And just call
and
it.
Call it George.
Yeah, man.
You understand? My son cool, you know. But I don't know. Me prefer not to tell it because again, you know, she probably in such an emotional state.
Yeah, man.
In that moment, you telling her say you love her, you know. It's hard to go back on that, you know, brother.
No, you can't step back.
You tell her say you love her and then after the sex, you not treat her like you love her. You can't go back on that, you know, brother.
No.
You get what I say? No, you are going to feel some type of way. It's either you feel good in the moment or you feel bad. For me, I prefer you feel bad in the moment.
Yeah, man. You know. And me might feel bad, so me make you feel bad.
I feel bad, but we know about Ali.
But then I go wear off.
Feel bad
at the end of the day, me I go feel good at the end of the moment.
At the end of the day?
At the end of
because
the day.
Because at the end, me know, when me hate for do, this is what me hate for do, bro. Me hate for actually be something or do something that I'm not in a relationship.
Yes.
I mean, not necessarily
I feel like a prisoner.
That don't mean that, brother. I can't go look in a glass when I wait. Every glass I walk past, I hold my head straight. I can't do that, brother.
No.
So please, no, brother. So here we go on. You ask me if I love you in this situation and I know I don't love you, I will just stop.
Mad.
And you go say, yo, then what happened? I said, you put me in a very uncomfortable position.
Yeah.
And I prefer not continue with the sex.
Yeah, man.
Zine, you will feel that way. Obviously, me I will feel that way.
Yeah.
But at least we can go home and say, yo, look in the mirror and say, brother, yo, me know you kind of makes you feel that way, but at least you never lie to her. Me can look in the mirror for that. But when me know say, yo, me tell you, say, Jesus, babe, me love you with every bone in my body. And me know me don't mean it, brother. No, me can't look in the glass, brother. You see me? Now, the last point more we kind of touch on, before we go, brother, is what determine whether or not you give this thing or give this girl a second date.
Well, critically, Andy, you would have touched on it before. Both of you find out what each other bring to the table. Me normally call it value added because I view this thing like a business. There must be a benefit. Both of us must be deriving some value. So you enjoy, you finding that connection with the person, and based on your assessment of the first date, you would have come to the conclusion that you see where the person have some value to offer, and you would want to know more. You would want to solidify if this is authentic or this is just, a one-time thing where she just had a good day and everything went amazing. And you also probably want now to also say, hey, me could go out even more because we need to find out if the things that we disagree on, if we can stand each other. Because what you do find is that a lot of times with the first date, the disagreements rarely come out on the first date. But by the second or the third date is where you start to figure out your point of departure. And is at that point now, you will have to determine, are we, in spite of these differences, going to do we have enough to proceed with a relationship? Because at the end of the day, it's two imperfect persons who would have had different social experiences, and we are all sum total of our experiences. So for me, that is what will determine whether you go out on a second or a third date.
I mean, in summer still, me would have looked on the different category of them, from the planning straight through to the ending of the date. See? And me I go look for way up what went well versus what never go so well. Now for me I go compare them two there, and is which one outweigh the other. That I go determine whether or not I go up on the next date. So if what went well outweigh what never go so well, then we consider a second date. But if what never go so well outweigh what actually went well, then I don't think I go do this date thing here again. So for example, if when you look on what never go so well, she reached late. Zine? Now, when she reached late, she make you know, say, watch your man. First of all, she forward, no apology, no communication around, yo, me I run a little bit late, see if you can push back the reservation a little bit. When you forward, you end up a deal with the waitress away. You come and order 3 main course. Them things they never go on so well, but probably when you come, you did, you look fit for the date, you properly attired, you smell good, ray. We have some good values, we align, as it relates to values and stuff like that. When me weigh up the two, as me say, whichever direction it go, that I go determine whether or not I do a next date. You see me, Jay? So, I saw me look on it still.
Yeah, man.
You see me?
Solid, man.
Yeah.
So we can wrap up right there, so me G.
Yeah, that conclude the first date, me G.
Yeah, man.
You see me?
Raw truth.
Real conversations
as usual.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So guys, thanks for watching as usual. Again, on YouTube, go on, like, share, comment on the program. Follow us on Instagram at the _undiluted_corner. And again, please feel free to send us an email. Connect with us via email at the undiluted corner, number 7 at gmail.com. So until next time, big up on yourself.
Bless.
Bless.
Undiluted.
Undiluted.
Thanks for joining us in the Undiluted Corner, where insights abound and perspectives are born. Relationships, health, and wealth, we've explored them all. Until next time, let's continue to stand tall. Subscribe, share, and keep the conversation alive in the Undiluted Corner, where truths thrive. Until we meet again, let's keep our hearts light. The Undiluted Corner, shining ever so bright.